Thank you, Sam Jackson. Well, y'all are all here, wet or not, huh? I kind of figured if I got wet, I'd shrink, but it didn't happen. I tend to swell. John Hartford said, I write and sing songs for myself. If other people like what I do, well, that's just icing on the cake. And what we're having here today is the first John Hartford Memorial Festival Songwriting Contest. The winners. We had the contest online several months ago. We put out calls all over the nation for people to write a song that would either mention John Hartford, mention the festival, or mention the songwriting titles and the body of the song. Now, last year, my wife Patty and I wrote a song for the festival, which was considered the festival theme song. And we thought that might have set the bar because it mentioned a lot of things about the festival. But we had 16 contestants enter songs, and they raised the bar. Every song was just really, really great. It was very difficult to come up with winners, actually. But several people listened to the songs and scored them, and we actually did. And I'd also like to mention, too, that if anyone here entered the contest and was not a winner, when the contest is over, would you please come backstage? We have something for you. And also, I'd like to mention again, Sam mentioned the drawing box. Please fill out the questionnaires. There's going to be lots of goodies. John Griffin has a wonderful poster that he's raffling off to raise money to help keep this festival going. It's all under the pavilion. And I want to bring out now some friends that just happened to work out, and we're going to do that tribute song for you. So I've got Mr. Jeremy Francis playing the national steel. And from the Whipstitch Sallies, we have Allie Burbrink and Katie Burke playing banjo and fiddle. And they're going to help me sing this song in tribute to John Hartford just as soon as I set this down. And then we're going to get into some contest stuff. Thank you very much for turning out, and don't worry about the rain.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just moved it because you couldn't see it.
I guess we're sharing it, yeah.
Tell you what, is that okay? There you go. I was going to put my phone, but I didn't want my...
I got an Altoids box I can tip on there, too. Always be friends with Mother Nature, because she will get you back. We're gathered here to celebrate John Hartford, that his music lives so he's never really gone. As the tunes drift to the by and flow gently to the sky, that old steam-powered airplane looking down. Well, I listen and I take a look around, while the fiddles and the banjos join to make that joyful sound. And way up on the hill where they do the boogie still, that old steam-powered airplane looking down.
Folks who sit and listen to the ones that come and sing and dance and play. Well, it's melodies and rhymes always gentle on my mind, just like it was back in the good old days. I close my eyes and see them, folks, it's true. Hear that old time fiddle, close your eyes and see him too. Well, who knows where the old time riverman goes? He's off skipping in the Mississippi Doo.
We've all come here to celebrate John Hartford and take part in this music he inspired. Circle of life spins, we miss you, drone.
Monroe for writing that song. That is a beautiful song. I've been walking around with that folded up in my pocket for about 2 weeks practicing that. It is spectacular.
Thanks for letting us join you, Ernie. That was fun.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate all the help there. There we go. Head still a megaphone. We got some frisbees here. Sam wanted me to throw out to people. I got them filled with wind. I'm going to bring them right back. I'm going to try this.
Woo! Let's go far. Aww.
Hey, Eric. Tell Jim we need to hit some mics. First up. Are we there? Hey, we got it. There we go. Technology. I'm from Arkansas. We just don't have a lot of that. I'm still using an antique flip phone, but it takes pictures. I'm kind of holding out for the smartphones to come out with a corkscrew and a penknife. Then I'll get one of them. We came up with 5 finalists. Third place was David Wright from Appalachia, New York. He couldn't make it. He still gets the prize T-shirt, but we aren't mailing out any other prizes. So fourth place, and believe me, these points were very, very, very close. Fourth could just have easily been first. But Allie Burbrink from the Whip Stitch Sallies captured our hearts with a song called Carefree Gumtree Canoe with Clawhammer Banjo. And for her accompaniment, she's invited bandmate and also top 10 finalist Katie Burke. So for their 2 songs, they're going to do Allie's song Carefree Gumtree Canoe and Katie's song Moving On. So let's give a big hand for Katie and Allie. And if you didn't hear these girls yesterday, I got to tell you, I hope somebody filmed their set on the main stage because they did a knockout version of Long Hot Summer Days that'll just make your blood run. And I hope it's all over YouTube because I really want that.
Cool. Thanks, Ernie.
Thank you.
I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow or rain or a woman's fury. John packed his bags, his pipe, a snack, a heavy heart, and in a hurry. He counted railroad ties and corn in lines as he walked off the heat and trouble. As the sun lay back, his odds were stacked, so by 8 his pace was double. He said, must be moving on. Feels like good things are gone. Many hours before dawn. Must be moving on. He found a place where steel replaced the pines and vines with concrete. The building's tall, didn't sway at all, but he whispered, please don't crush me. Hands, shake hands, and every man was out to earn $1. Buy stock, hock a watch, nurse the clock, be a doc, but you must wear a blue or white collar. Be a judge or a window washer. Must be moving on. He said, I've got nothing to pawn. Many hours before dawn. Must be moving on. John thumbed a ride across the county line where he thought he might find an offer. He found roofs and roads, the doors all closed, but he didn't find a soul to talk to. The grass was green, the streets were clean, but he couldn't see past the fences. The river calls, forget them walls, as he devised his own life sentence. He said, must be moving on. He said, feels like something is wrong. Many hours before dawn. Must be moving on. Thank you.
I swear, when I wrote this song, Carefree Gumtree Canoe, I started with the idea of Gumtree Canoe, John's song, and was thinking about how the girl that he's singing about in the song might have been seeing the situation differently. And I just threw the word carefree in there because it just seemed right. And then John Hotsey writes me and says, "Hey, nice pun with the carefree gum." I hadn't even put that together. That was not on purpose, John. Just coincidence, so yeah. Just double check the tuning on here because nobody likes to hear a banjo out of tune. This song's written in F tuning, which I think sounds so magical on the banjo. Keep that on just in case. All right, here we go. We met on the banks of the wide river. You waved at me from your canoe. I waved back. You paddled up to me. I carefree day in June. Carefree gumtree canoe. You steered us down each curve of the river. You learned my curves pretty well too. Headed in time, ripples are dancing to our carefree rowing too. Carefree gumtree canoe. We found the sea and a ship to tow us. Just paddles out, rowing was through. Floated like feathers, can't last forever. Carefree days ensue. Carefree gumtree canoe. You were too man to stay tethered. You bought yourself a steamboat and crew. In your dreams, I'm still beside you, singing a carefree steamboat tune. But I won't leave our gumtree canoe. Thank you very much.
If y'all don't mind, we're going to drink some wine while we're waiting on our second place guy to show up. So.
That's okay.
So, can you all hear us okay? Our MC mic is down again. But, Katie, would you come up here, please?
Sure.
Yeah. Mr. John Hussey went to a lot of trouble to make these beautiful certificates for
Thank you very
participating.
much. Thank you.
With
Very
artwork
nice.
by John Griffin. John, will you wave your hand so we can see who you are? Hey. I'm selling it.
Thank you.
There you are.
Thank you so much.
And Clyde Gill is not here this year, but Clyde was a lot of help last year, and he has a wonderful winery in Peaceful Bend, Missouri. And he's giving each contestant a bottle of Peaceful Bend wine. Good stuff. Believe me.
Woo!
We also have certificates from the Muddy Boots Cafe.
My favorite.
Yeah, for food. And there's something in here. There's a little bit of something from everybody in here. Or Allie, but one of these things goes to
Kettle
the other
corn.
dude. Oh, t-shirt. I gotta keep that one.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
He should have been here. Yeah, and some kettle corn from the kettle corn folks. We thank the kettle corn folks for the kettle corn.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for writing such a wonderful song. And Katie, thank you for writing such a wonderful
welcome.
song.
It's fine.
Y'all are wonderful people for doing that. So.
Thanks, Ernie.
You're welcome. Thank you. There we go. It's coming to go. Our second place songwriting winner, Jim Clark, I don't believe is here. He hasn't checked in yet. If anyone knows Jim.
Hey, I'm right here, Ernie.
Oh, Jim.
There you are. I'm talking to sound man.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I'm from Arkansas. We'll do anything to get a bottle of wine. Jim is our second place winner. And Jim wrote a song which I thought was an absolutely minute-for-minute, word-for-word true story. And it's called The Fiddle Man. And, you know, when I listened to it, I thought, wow, you know, he was, John Hartford had an impression on this man at an early age. Come to find out, he did have an impression on this man at an early age. And, Jim, when you get a chance to speak into that mic, I'd like to know a little bit more about the story behind your song, The Fiddle Man. Jim's going to play two songs for you. Jim, which song are you going to play first?
I'll do the Fiddle Man.
Okay, he's going to do The Fiddle Man, and then you have a second song for choice. Jim Clark is from?
Down near Mount Vernon, Illinois. That'd be Texaco, Illinois.
Yeah, and I saw Jim for the first time, and I should have recognized him, but memory's the first thing to go, they say. From last year's Yonder Mountain Stream Band Harvest Festival down in Arkansas, Jim was the second place songwriter down there and wrote a wonderful song. So Jim's doing it all over the country, I got a feeling. Jim Clark.
Well, this song, it's true I wrote this song, but it's not really completely true. I never did get a chance to see John, and that kills me. But this song is a tribute to John and my grandpa, who took me around to the Opry and to the fairs, and turned me on to music that I wouldn't have seen for sure. So this goes out to my grandpa in Marion, Illinois. I said, Grandpa, I want to ride the Ferris wheel. We could eat corn dogs and look at the sheep and hogs. Thank God for my grandpa. He took me to the fair where I first saw the derby on top of that skinny fiddle man. He did a song where it sounded like a washing machine, a one about a steam-powered aerial plane, a one about doing the boogie up on the hill. And even though I didn't know his name, I was never ever gonna be the same as he went skipping in the Mississippi Dew. I said, Grandpa, I don't wanna ride no Ferris wheel. Don't Don't wanna see the look of the sheep and hogs. Oh no, no, I just wanna go out to the middle of the very first row, so I can see the fingers moving on that fiddle man. He did a song where it sounded like a washing machine, a one about steam-powered airplane, a one about doing the boogie up on the hill. I said, Grandpa, I don't want to ride no Ferris wheel. Don't want a corn dog or to look at the sheep and hogs. Oh no, no, I just want to stay and listen to the fiddle man play. They say he writes his own songs and he picks the banjo too. The fiddle man played while he shuffled his feet. Oh Lord, Lord, no, I didn't know his name. He did one about back in the good old days. One was about the Julia Bell swing. One about keeping on trucking on down the line. I said, Grandpa, I don't want to ride no Ferris wheel. Don't want a corn dog or to look at the sheep and hogs. Oh no, no, I just want to stay and listen to the fiddle man play. They say he writes his own songs and he picks the banjo too. Well, if I mess the song up enough, I guess you should just keep on playing until I get it right. Did a song where it sounded like a washing machine, one about steam-powered airplane, and one about doing the boogie up on the hill, and one about a granny smoking some, one about records in the sun, one about a skipping in the Mississippi Dew. I said, Grandpa. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you. Sorry about all the fumbling around there. Now this here is a true story, all the way. When I was a kid in my backyard, there was a big old willow tree. I used to climb to the top when the wind would blow and just swing in the breeze. I used to rock up in the top of that willow tree, blowing my heart. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, bending the notes on $1.95. Green band of Monica, it was wonderful to be alive. Now Dinah was the only girl that I ever took up my willow tree. Now she was pretty and clumsy too. She fell out, broke a knee. They hauled her away and she never came back, and that left only me. My marine band of Monica playing in my willow tree. Sitting in class, staring out the window, watching the crows go by. If I was a bird, I knew just where it was that I would fly. Sitting on my favorite branch is exactly where I'd be, playing my marine band of Monica up in my willow tree. One day I was back in town, I drove down my old street. Standing there in my backyard was my willow tree. Now she had a treehouse and new kids of her own. I felt a little pain in my heart, 'cause we had both moved on. And now I'm grown, I got brittle bones. Still every once in a while I still love to climb just as high as I can. Good God, it still makes me smile. I used to rock up in the top of that willow tree, blowing my heart. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me, bending the notes on $1.95. Just me and my Marine band harmonica. It was wonderful, still wonderful to be alive. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Great
you,
to be
Jim.
here. I love this thing.
That's a touching, beautiful song. Working, and we hear more of your music.
No, we're right here.
Got some goodies to give to Jim, but while we're waiting, I'm looking for a little kid that likes to color, and I'm going to throw this, and if it comes your kid, cover him up, because I'm from Arkansas, and we're not known for throwing. Now, all of you had to have kids or you wouldn't be here with somebody babysitting at home. There's got to be a kid somewhere. Surely there's a kid. Kid here. I see one. Pass it on. The Lulus have signed a Frisbee, and the wind's going to be just right for this one. Don't everybody jump at once. Jim? If you'd step up here, sir. Got your bottle of Peaceful Bend wine.
Alrighty.
From Peaceful Bend, Missouri, courtesy of Clyde Gill. Mr. John Hotsey sitting right over here with the camcorder. The man who put this festival on has made a wonderful certificate to commemorate your being here and playing such a wonderful song. We've got some goodies here for you, including a $25 gift certificate to the Weed Patch Music Company, local music store. So go in there and tell them that you heard their name here and buy yourself some strings or something. $25 gift certificate. There's the card with the address on it. Muddy Boots Cafe has awarded you an entree. And you also get the 10-inch cheese pizza, yellow trailer right up here. They have great fried green tomatoes.
Sounds good.
You betcha. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'd also like to mention, too, that at 4 o'clock on the boogie stage, our 5th place winner, Mr. Nelson Hopwood, wrote a song called Riverboat John. We don't have time to get him on here, but he's going to be on at 4 o'clock at the boogie stage, so be sure and go over there and hear our 5th place song, which, again, folks, these point totals were so close. It could have been a first place song. So we now have our first place songwriter, and if he's listening, he's behind the barn door. Mr. Scott Gardner from Chicago, is that right? Cincinnati. Well, if it ain't Louisville. And Jim Pels is accompanying him. Scott plays with a band called Hickory Robots. You're going to get to hear them here, so be sure and check out their set. I want to tell you one thing that we did, the people who scored these songs did have in common was the point total on this particular song. I'm a John Hartford fan. I feel like I have been for most of my life. One of the greatest inspirations to me for playing old-time fiddle and for writing songs. But I don't know everything there is to know about John Hartford. When I was listening to these songs being played and going over the lyrics, I saw Hartford's Bend. I thought, all right, this is a cool song. I feel John Hartford all over this, but what's Hartford's Bend? Google. I read this story and I thought, this is John Hartford. This man is seeing through his eyes for this song, and he wrote a beautiful melody and beautiful set of lyrics to it. Our first place winner from Cincinnati, Mr. Scott Gardner. Give him a big hand.
Thank y'all very much. All right, well, we're going to start with one that's not about John Hartford. This is one of ours. This is a Hickory Robot tune. This is called Wicked Town. Moon shines bright on a Saturday night. The devil comes calling on a Sunday morning. What you gonna do if it calls on you? You gonna cry, Lord, Lord, help me, 'cause I'm falling down. Falling, and Father, I'll be underground. Help me, 'cause I'm falling down. I woke up in this wicked town. Woke up in this wicked town. Little Miss Sadie with your dress so white, bet your mama don't know what you wore last night. What you gonna do if she catches you? You gonna cry, Lord, Lord, help me, 'cause I'm falling down. Falling, and Father, I'll be underground. Help me, 'cause I'm falling down. I woke up in this wicked town. Woke up in this wicked town. Waiting on the sundown, Ripple Creek run down. I'm gonna get gunned down, I'm gonna get saved. I'm waiting on my lady, sweet Miss Sadie. Take me to heaven or put me in my grave. The moon shines bright on a Saturday night. The devil comes calling on a Sunday morn. What you gonna do if it calls on you? You gonna cry, Lord, Lord, help me, 'cause I'm falling down. Falling, and Father, I'll be underground. Help me, 'cause I'm falling down. I woke up in this wicked town. Woke up in this wicked. Help me, 'cause I'm falling down. Falling, and Father, I'll be underground. Help me, 'cause I'm falling down. I woke up in this wicked town. Woke up in this wicked town. All right, thank you all very much. All right, so we'll get to the Hartford tune here. This is Hartford's Bend. And like Ernie said, you know, it's hard to encapsulate somebody as remarkable as John Hartford in a song. And when I read about his place on the Cumberland River, it was called Hartford's Bend. And the steamboat pilots had it marked on their charts that way, and he'd go out and help them navigate that turn. And I just thought that was a really neat thing and something that was worthy of a song and might be able to kind of get a little bit of John in there. So here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm going down to Hartford's Bend, and I don't know if I'm coming back again. I'll sit on the banks of the Cumberland. I'll watch the water and whistle in the wind, sing a la, la da 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 da. Wait for the boats to paddle by. I'm waving at the people and shouting, hi! Laying on the blanket and staring at the sky. I feel like a kid on the 4th of July, sing a la, la da 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 da. Do 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 la, la da 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 da. Hartford's Bend, Hartford's Bend. How that river's been a friend. Summers never seem to end. Sitting on the banks of Hartford's Bend. Sitting neath the shade of the shagbark tree, whittling on a limb of old hickory. I throw in my line and give it a see if catfish down there as big as me. Well, la da 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 da. My granny once told me that all it took was to keep a smile and read the good book. The fish will jump right on your hook. You just don't take more than you can cook. Well, la da 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 da. Do 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 la, la da 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 da. Hartford's Bend, Hartford's Bend. How that river's been a friend. Summers never seem to end, sitting on the banks of Hartford's Bend. Later on when the stars come out, will you play the fiddle, I'll sing and shout. A head full of wine, a belly full of trout, that's the life that I'm talking about. Sing a la, la-da-da-da-da-da. I'll make my bed beneath the moon and listen to the river as she croons that old ancient endless tune, serenade of a Tennessee June. Well, la-da-da-da-da-da. Do 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 la la da 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 da. Hartford's Bend, Hartford's Bend. How that river's been a friend. Summers never seem to end, sitting on the banks of Hartford's Bend, sitting on the banks of Hartford's Bend. Thank y'all.
Yeah, Scott.
Thank you, Scott Gardner.
Thank you.
We'd hoped to have time for a third song, but we don't.
That's okay.
But we do have some goodies for you here. If you'll step over here. You may need a truck to haul this stuff off with. First of all, we have for you for first place in songwriting a handmade certificate for Mr. John Hotsey with artwork by Mr. John Griffin. If you love John's artwork, he's raffling off a poster right now, and all the money goes to help keep this festival going for next year. Also, Scott from Peaceful Bend Winery, Peaceful Bend, Missouri, courtesy of Clyde Gill, a good bottle of wine. The Weed Patch Music Store right here in Nashville, Indiana, a $75 gift certificate. And we got some goodies in here in the way of food from Muddy Boots Cafe, and also a vendor. And one good free t-shirt from Jeff Mankins. Let me tell you about this. You'll have to email Jeff, and he'll take care of that for you. The Steam Powered Preservation Society. I'm thinking preserves. I want to have peaches. One free festival t-shirt from Russell Clem at T-Shirt City. You take that up to Russell and tell him your size. Right. And one free taco salad from Chubby Churro. Yeah, if the rain didn't make you shrink or swell, Chubby Churro will fix you up. And an entree, actually a full meal, from Muddy Boots Cafe in downtown Nashville. Some of the finest food around here, courtesy of Richard Just from the Indiana Boys. Awesome. And Scott? Yeah. This is handmade by Tom Burkhart. Tom, are you anywhere near? Because we also need our drawing box back up at the pavilion. Tom put it up last night. It hadn't made it back yet. Tom Burkhart has made this beautiful handmade plaque for Scott Gardner. We're going to have one for the fiddlers. It's one of a kind, Scott.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. And thank you for writing such a heartfelt, wonderful song.
Thank you.
And we hope to hear it again at the festival from the stage.
Yeah, if you want to plug us for 2:30 tomorrow on the boogie stage.
2:30 tomorrow on the boogie stage, you'll hear Hickory Robot. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hope to see you next year. That wraps up the songwriting contest. We're probably going to do this again, so be checking the website and the Facebook festival pages, and we'll keep you updated on how to enter and all that good stuff. And